Shabbat shalom, everybody. Shabbat shalom. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. I hope everybody is doing all right on this box. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay. We got our boy Case bringing us in. I hope everybody's doing all right. Sorry that I'm late. Get on up in this kitchen, y'all. Everything I need and more. If only I could find you. I can't think of the subscriber's name that wanted to hear this song. So I found it. I was like, yeah, that is a gem. I got that in my Rolodex. So I wanted to walk here to play that for him. I appreciate it. Let me know if you can see and hear me okay, and that I'm coming through clear. All right, let me know if you can see and hear me. We got our boy Case bringing us in. If you was a 90s kid like me, you know about Case. A lot of y'all was riding in y'all car looking stupid to this song. And tell you that you're everything I need and want. Know I can find you. For real, I'm telling y'all was in that car looking stupid, especially the guys that messed up, got caught, done something stupid, and you threw on Case, playing it on a Saturday, but knowing damn well you want to be with the person that you're supposed to be with, and y'all arguing and being stupid. I'm missing you. All right, we got 121 in there. All right. Anyway, that was the cut back in the day, I must say. That little bit of Case, that was my cut. That's still in my Rolodex as one of my classics. So when somebody asked me in the email to play that after they sent me a video on something else, I said, yeah, I like that one. That was a good one. Okay, what's up, Lawrence? How you doing, sweetie? And to everybody, thank you for hanging out with your girl inside the kitchen, y'all. It's going to be a little different show today. As far as the news is concerned, it's not that much going on this week because the world is on pause because they are waiting for, our election next week, Little Tuesday, honey. But I think it's going to be a lot of surprises next week because, one, a lot of black folks are not voting, and some black folks, if they are voting, they voting for Trump. Okay, so it's going to be an eye-opener, and they going to clown, and I told y'all, the Democrats are going to do something. You heard it here first. The Democrats are going to do something that they're going to regret. They're going to fuck with that voting shit, and they're going to wish they hadn't. You heard it here first. We've been pretty right on a lot of things. We've been pretty right on a lot of stuff as of late, y'all. And I'm gonna be honest with you. This is what this actual podcast is gonna be about. Just how right about things we really are, and who has been kind of guiding us through all of this. But they're gonna have a civil war because, honey, these white folks don't know how to act. They are already pissed off because their money ain't right. They ain't getting the help that they need from their so-called government that they thought had their back, and they are learning that their government does not have their back the way that they were brought up to believe that they do, and they don't like that new nigga treatment. I told y'all. How many months ago did I tell y'all that they was gonna get treated like new niggas? Sammy told you. He's gone. It's over with. This is the reality is here, and now it is setting in now. Okay, for years, you're right. It's been a couple of years. I told you that America's gonna turn on its own citizens before it was all said and done, and that's exactly what is happening, and is about to happen even more. But like I said, this is a very strange time. A lot of crazy things are happening. You got Dirty T-shirt over there talking about how did everybody know that I had talked to Washington about some Tomahawk missiles and how they need to help me and figure out what they're going to do before I sit up here and I say, fuck it, and I'm just going to go ahead and make peace with Putin or whatever. First of all, at this point, people are tired of Dirty T-shirt and his begging ass. So everybody knows when he shows up asking for some shit. Okay, he's the only motherfucker in the world wearing a dirty t-shirt and jeans with his fucking hand out as a fucking president. Why are you dressed like that? And you are not on anybody's fucking battlefield. You are just like that because you're scamming, and everybody knows it. So America, he's like, how is America, this business getting out? This should be on the Pentagon information. But America is kind of over him, and what he needs to worry about is whether or not this bitch gonna off his ass. Okay, that's what he needs to be worried about, whether or not they're going to replace him. Because, see, they want to continue that fight with Putin, but Putin is tearing that ass up. He is about to shut this shit down when it comes down to him. Because what Mr. Dirty T-shirt has been doing has been this. He has been grabbing people off the street, throwing them into the war, and these people have been like, and telling them, fight for us. And they are trying to, surrender to the Russians, saying, we don't know what the fuck is going on. I do not have this kind of training. I was not built for this shit. Excuse me, Putin, could you please go ahead and take me to whatever little jail y'all take people to get me out this motherfucking battlefield here. And they are killing, Zelensky is killing those people now. They have their little white flag up, and he's going and actually killing them in front of the Russians, as the Russians are telling y'all can come on and get on the bus. We already know y'all ain't trying to fight us. They are killing those people. So Zelensky's killing his own people at this point because they don't want to fight. And now, and they said, no, it's not China that's over there. It is North Korea, darling. I know they all look alike, Pandora, but they are not the same. It's just like if somebody called us Africans. We do not look like Africans. So it's the same thing with, Moab and them too. They're Japanese, Chinese, you have Taiwanese, you have Singapore, you have people who are from Korea and North Korea. Those are 7 different types of Asian type people. Okay. So don't, and I would get pissed off too if everybody sit up there and said I'm African. I'm not a motherfucking African. Never ever been in my life over there at no point in time. You understand what I'm saying? I would get mad if somebody called me something that I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they get mad when you try to say that they black, right? They don't want you to call them black, especially Indians that look like they black folks. Some of them motherfuckers darker than us, and then you call them a black person. I ain't not black. Well, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, my bad. Your ass darker than me, but it's the same thing. All Africans don't look alike. Yes, it's some people in Senegal may look like us. Some people from Ghana may not look like a few of us, but all of us are not that way. Some people are from Brazil. Some people are from other places, and we are not all brown people are not all black. So, but yeah, what is happening is that that's North Korea that is over there training whatever the fuck they doing over there. Ain't our business, and we ain't got no say so over what sovereign countries do. I repeat, internationally, we have no say so over what other people do with other countries. And this is the problem, the reason why I call American. Karens are always up in other people's motherfucking business, and didn't nobody ask them to be there. And that's what's wrong with American right now. And the reason why everybody want to get rid of her and her funky ass dollar. Her dollar makes her feel like she has the right to be up in everybody's business. And everybody's like, you can take your dollar and shove it up your ass, bitch, and keep it moving. Don't ask me about my business. You understand? Our Pentagon feels like we ought to be in everybody's. It's concerning us that North Korea is over there with their soldiers. That ain't got shit to do with you. That ain't your country. It's concerning you because you're running a proxy war over there with Ukraine. You want Ukraine's property so you can go. And the reason why you over there is because you did a coup in 2014 and put in that little raggedy, dirty t-shirt wearing motherfucker in the first place to do your bidding. And it's all falling apart. That's why. It's concerning you because you want the resources underneath that land and been after for a long time. And it's the same thing happening over there inside of the Middle East. And now everybody's finding out now that the Iraq War was orchestrated by guess who? Nettie himself. All these wars we've been fighting is all over the same motherfuckers. I told y'all, these same people, Natty, 1941, Natty. Do you understand what I'm saying? Same people over and over again. All the wars inside the Middle East have been based around all of those him. When I was in school, there was a war going on. I don't know if it was the Iraq War. I know it was some kind of Operation Desert Storm. Nettie. The Iraq War. Nettie. Okay. Afghanistan. Nettie and them trying to get a foothold over there. All of that shit has all been around them people. Do you understand so if we had no relationship with these motherfuckers a long time ago, this would have been over with. But see, with Nettie don't give a fuck about Americans. He don't care because he knows that he's one of the big players behind the scenes doing what they're doing. He's one of those high powers and those powers of evil and high places the Bible speaks about. Okay. And now you have this situation inside of Ukraine where you have I'm gonna say that that a group of people called BlackRock and all of those folks, those people are the ones controlling that situation. They don't put a whole lot of money into Ukraine turning into the new, American 2.0. And they the ones that's saying they ain't ready to let go of this war. However, everybody else is saying it's a done fucking deal. We done set up here and threw too much water, too much money down a black hole and ain't shit coming up from it. And we need to leave this alone. Because if we don't leave it alone, all we're going to do is cause a problem that nobody wants. And that is, it's going to make people leave America alone real fast. And right now, America is dealing with this. This is where she's standing at right now. This precipice that she's at right now. And that is this. Does she go berserk like she did way back when in 1941 and do something that she's going to regret? They threw the atom bomb last time and got everybody to bow down. She's thinking that she can throw a nuke this time, or her friend Nettie can throw a nuke and everything. Everybody bow down. They sadly mistaken on this one, because as soon as she throw one, somebody else gonna throw one too. This is the time right now that's happening in our world that everybody needs to take a real long pause and a deep breath and say, let us think about the repercussions of what happens. Because as soon as somebody throws a nuke on this planet, this is gonna go bad for everyone on it. But it is written inside the Bible that these people would do this and kill off 2/3 of the planet. 2/3 of the planet would die. You understand what I'm saying? And of what the foolishness that they call themselves doing on here. Okay. And this is where we're at right now. We're at a very, very vital part. Because see, even if Trump gets in, I'm gonna tell you right now, Trump is talking a lot of shit, and it's nice to talk a lot of shit when all the promises that you're making don't have to come true. You understand what I'm saying? His promises don't have to come true, y'all. That's what the whole point of campaign is about. Is telling everybody all the things they want to hear. And when you get in a job, everybody knows, especially black people, that whole entire tune changes as soon as he sits in that seat. And those who put him there and put the money behind him want what they paid for. And I told y'all a long time ago, that man is bought and paid for by Nettie. And he better do what they want him to do, or he won't be alive long. They have let him know that we will touch you, bruh. Just to make sure you do what we need you to do. Okay? And everybody inside of Congress knows that they can touch them too. That they let them know that as well too, that we'll take out this whole motherfucking goddamn Congress if need be. They've already let them know, because now they're trying to put in provisions on if the Congress was taken out, or half the Congress was unalived, what would be the next steps into handling things. See, they already got a couple of things on tap just in case people want to grow a brain and do something outside the program. You understand what I'm saying? See, now you're getting ready to see folks' faces really turn into who they really are. The faces of evil, I told y'all, are going to start presenting themselves to the world. Even if honestly, this is even if Trump gets in, he thinks he's going to start a trade war with China. All you're going to do is piss China off. And China says, you know what? Fuck the United States. And you all figure out how you're going to get all your shit that you get from everybody else. Get around this motherfucker without trading with us. Do you understand that China cuts us off? How we are going to be literally dead in the water because we don't make shit here? See, this is the thing that Trump is calling himself saying he's going to do to China. He caused the problem that we in right now. The reason why we can't get shit. Well, if you got a business and you get things from China, the reason why the shipping costs are through the fucking roof. Trump did that. Now he wants to really get into a true fight with China, and China's already saying we don't fuck with your money. And right now, my motherfucking goddamn yen or whatever, the not yen or either I can't think of RIM or whatever that they have as far as their money is ruling the world over there right now. It's ruling the world right now on the other side. They not trading with our money in China. And you want to piss them off. All that's going to do is speed up our demise. Right now, we on a slow burn death. That's what they want to put us on, a slow burn while they still make a little money on the side. But at some point, they're going to cut us off anyway. Well, all you do is start a trade war with them is make the shit go faster. That's all they're going to do is make the world pull away from the dollar even quicker. Then what America going to do? I'm going to kill everybody. Yeah, I'm going to nuke y'all. That's all she's going to have left. At this point, she's going to be fighting for her life. So what happens when somebody's fighting for their life? They do a lot of what? Desperate, dumb shit. See, we already got a motherfucker sitting at the table that ain't never, ever been civilized since her inception of sitting in her crown seat on her throne. This bitch ain't never been civilized. She been lying and talking about democracy and shit and how everybody else is savages except for her. This the only fucking savage sitting at the table, baby. The bitch that kills everybody is literally the only savage that's sitting at the table. But see, she's fucked up other countries so badly that they have their own gangster. You understand? She has underestimated these people. And she still thinks this arrogance. So why the Most High has her blind and stupid, he has her blind and stupid because right now she don't know what time it is. And this is the reason why I wanted to bring this back to your remembrance so you can understand what time and recognize what time it is. And for y'all to be encouraged, for Big Levi, Big Judah, Abdullah Asila, Brother May, all of y'all that's working inside the vineyard right now alongside your girl and stuff like that. I need to be able to tell y'all something because it was put on my spirit yesterday to remind y'all of something that came from the Most High that he wanted everybody to understand. So like I said, I was going to cut the news in half because like I said, right now, everybody is waiting to see what's going to happen. There's a lot of lying going on. Your girl Kamala, she's lying. So everybody lies during their, during the campaign for president. At the end of the day, Kamala gets in, she's going to continue the shit that Biden did and solidify these cities with these folks coming from other places. You want to call them immigrants? No, they are illegals. That's exactly what the fuck they are. And in my city, they're going to push up our property taxes so we can fill a hole that they made with these illegals for $800 million loan, $800 million hole they made with these illegals. They're going to put it on everybody else to be able to fit the bill for you making a way for these motherfuckers to come here. This ain't going to go over well in none of your cities. You understand? In none of your cities. So this They're trying to keep things away from the American people during this election cycle, but the more shit comes out, the more people are going to vote for the other guy. And I'm sorry, this is not going to go the Democrats' way. And if they, like I said, they choose to fuck with this shit like they've been doing, closing lines and things like that, look, when you go vote, they tell you voting starts from 7 o'clock in the morning till 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You come after 5 o'clock, they have the right to close the door on you. These motherfuckers are closing these early voting places at 1:30 when they know they're not supposed to close till 5. And people are standing outside for 2 hours and they're telling them that it's closed at 1:30. They playing some serious fucking games, y'all. Major games. And honestly, it ain't I don't give a shit, but I know these white folks are about to give a lot of shit about it, and they're not gonna take this laying down like black folks. They are going to go ham. They gonna go fucking ham. So it ain't gonna be us in the street acting no fucking fool. It's gonna be these white folks in the street acting a fool. So get yourself prepared for next Tuesday, honey. It's gonna be a Super Tuesday, all right. That's all I gotta say. Hell of a Super Tuesday. And on that note, I'm going to read you all something that I think may put a smile on a lot of people's faces, because right now, I think a lot of us don't realize the time frame in which we are in right now. And the Most High has been telling me for a long time about certain things. I told y'all that you have a situation here where you have these Gentiles not understanding what's happening. See, they thought that Ish and them were the people, and that, hey, were they waiting on them to teach everybody. Even some of these people, I was really shocked at I listen to Farrakhan a lot, and I'm kind of shocked at his limited sight as well too. But it's very few of us that have been opened up and hit with a light stream. Inside of Pistis Sophia, there was a light stream that the Most High, that Moses sent through, that was Moses sent from himself, because he was still waiting on the Father to give the word to go get Pistis Sophia. Now I need you to understand what Pistis Sophia is. Pistis Sophia is AKA word for, in this he's talking about an actual entity. But in our time, Pistis Sophia is us, the children of the Most High, individually. Okay, so when you read this, you have to read it from that point of view. Pistis Sophia are the children of the Most High that are on this planet at this time. All right. Now, Pistis Sophia can be Holy Spirit for some folks who interpret it that way. For me, I interpret it as us, because I'm looking at the reference and how it reads. Okay, so it's talking about us, and Mozart does something amazing. He sits up here while he's waiting on his father to give him the okay to come and get us. He can't. Father's still going in within saying, I don't, not yet. He's not giving him the okay to come get us. So he's still standing on standby, waiting. And while he's waiting, things are happening down here with us and with the rulers that are on this planet. So at some point, he turns around and he says, I'm going to give them a little help. I'm going to send a light stream to them that's going to help them through these times that they are getting ready to walk into on the planet with these rulers. All right. And this light stream is brought down to them through Michael and Gabe. And Michael said that he don't take nothing from this light stream, no power from it at all. He brings it straight to the Most High's children. And it is certain individuals who were entrusted with this particular delivering of this light stream. And you gonna see, I'm gonna read it to you who this is. You're gonna be able to see it immediately. Morel, everybody. You're gonna see Morel, you're gonna see Big Judah, you're gonna see Big Levi, and you're gonna be like, damn, this is in this book, sitting here talking about these people that I am witnessing right now. You're gonna see all of us right here in this chapter. And it hit me, because the Most High hit me and said, tell Big Judah and them that, yeah, they're shutting down the different, channels and things like that. But know this, there's a reason why, because it's getting ready to get tight around here. That as soon as this election is over, they're going to try to tighten the noose and try to stop what is happening. They won't be able to, but they're going to try to. And they've been trying to for a while now. But I'm going to show you what is happening here. And this is inside Pistis Sophia, and it's in chapter 64. So if you have this book, Pistis Sophia, that's where I'm reading from. And I will let you, I'm going to read it to you straight out. It says, now the first mystery in this book is Moses. So I'm going to, so it doesn't mix you up, I'm going to read it and put in his name so it reads a little bit more smooth for you. Moses again continued and said, it came to pass, therefore, the power which came out of the height, that is the power that I sent, in that my Father had sent to me, had gave to him to save the children of the Most High, came out of the earth. Okay, here it says came out of chaos, that I therefore, and also the power which did go from me. So he's saying the power that the Most High gave him, that he was supposed to give to Pistis Sophia, which is the children of the Most High, did come from him. Okay. It says they drew towards one another and became a single light stream. So in other words, this is how the power came from him as one. It came from him and the Holy Spirit, from the Father, the Holy Spirit, through him down to the children of the Most High. Okay. All right. And it says, they drew together one another the light stream, which shone very exceedingly. And I called Gabriel and Michael out of the eons, which is more likely the heavens, at the command of my Father, at the command of the Father, the Creator, which looked within, and I gave unto them the light stream to go down into the earth to help the children of the Most High and take the light powers which the rulers of the earth had taken from them, and give them back to the children of the Most High. This is how he does this, okay? It said, and straightway they brought down the light stream into the earth and shone it most exceedingly to the whole world, to the whole of the earth, and spread it over the regions. And when the rulers of the self-will seen the great light of that stream, they were stricken with terror, and one another. And that stream drew forth out of all of them the light powers which they had taken from the children of the Most High. And the rulers of the self-will, which is the rulers of this earth, could not dare take hold of that light stream in the darkness, nor could they lay hold of it with the art of the rulers of the world here. Okay, that they couldn't take it, they couldn't do anything about it. Now, it says this is what ended up happening. Basically, whatever power that the Most High gave to us in the beginning, he gave it, that light stream returned it back. He took it from the power. He took the powers from the rulers, and that was once ours, and gave it back to us. That light stream in which they talk about, I'm finna enlighten you to what it was, because y'all gonna trip on this. Okay, it says, and Gabriel and Michael led the light stream over the body, over the children of the Most High, and poured into them all the light powers that they had taken from the children of the Most High. The body of the children of the Most High's matter, that means their physical bodies, became shining throughout, and all of their powers in her, also all of the powers in them also. Those lights, whose light in which they had taken away, and took the light, and it took light and ceased to lack in their light. It says, wait a minute. It says, hold on, let me read that back again. And the body of their matter became shining throughout, and all the powers also in them, whose light they had taken away, took light and ceased to lack their light. For they got their light from they got their light which had been taken from them, because the light was given through me. And it says, and Michael and Gabe, who ministered and had brought the light stream into the earth, gave them the mysteries of the light to it was to them, it is to they whom the light stream was entrusted. So in other words, I'm going to give it to you this way. When I read it again, you'll hear it. When Paul gets it, he's going to say, well, Peter is going to tell you exactly how this ends up happening. So Peter came forth and said, my Lord, concerning the solution of the words in which you have spoken, that thy light power prophesied before, therefore, through the time of Solomon in his odes. A light stream came forth with a great flood. It tore away all to itself and turned itself in against the temple. Dams and buildings could not hold it, nor could the art of them who hold the waters. It was led over the whole land and it was led over the whole land and laid hold of it. And they who were on dry sand drank, and their thirst was quieted and quenched, and the drought from the hand of the highest was given. Blessed are the ministers of that drought, to whom the water of the Lord is entrusted. They refreshed parched lips, and they gave power to those that were taken away, the powers that have been taken away. They have gotten joy of heart, and they have laid hold on the souls, having poured in them breath, so that they could not die. And they raised up their limbs that had fallen, and they were given power unto their openness, and laid and openness and light unto their eyes. For they have known themselves in the Lord, and are saved through the water of life eternal. And I think what basically is being said here is this. There are, all of us were given this light that the Most High gave us at the time of COVID. And I say right before COVID, I said 2018 is when 2018 is when I really started to listen to Big Judah. I think another person that I can't think of his name at this time, and a few others. It was two. It was Big Judah, and I think I can't think of the other guy, the other one that kind of fell off. But I was listening to him, and I began to understand what was happening. And it began to make sense. The things that Big Judah was talking about inside of his teachings, he was opening up our mind to and making a connection between history as well as the Bible. And it began to make sense. Now, that was the light stream that was entrusted, that came through the Most High into Big Judah, into quite a few others at that time. It was him, and I can't think of his other name. Elder Ariel, okay? There was a light stream that was pushed, and that light stream through YouTube, literally went over the land like a flood. It literally went through like a flood. Everybody got it. I got it. You got it. People overseas got it. People in Jamaica got it. People in Canada got it. People over in the UK got it. It went through the land literally like a flood. Okay. And there were many of us who started to change. We started not to celebrate the holidays. We started to, look at things a lot differently. A lot of us walked away from churches, things like that. Big Levi at that point started, I'd say after 2018, during 2019 is where you started to see Big Levi with there will be no Jacob's trouble. He brought the message, there will be no Jacob's trouble, because all of us were thinking that this is just not going to end for us. This is just going to constantly just this drag down, and everything would be fucked up. He got hit with a light stream, and the Most High used him to be able to put that message out there to everyone that this was not what you thought it was. It was not what you have been taught. Wake up, start putting together the different dots, see it, you understand, as it should be. Then you started to get Abdullah Seer, who brought in the books of remembrance. Do you understand? Everybody got hit different. The ministers of the light stream. These were the ministers of the light stream. If you were paying attention, or if you listen to what I'm saying, you will be able to see how he was hitting different ones to bring that message to the nation. Okay, it's not everybody was gonna get it, but the ones who were entrusted, it said literally, and this is from our brothers, blessed are the ministers of the drought, because there was a famine of the word, the true word. Okay, and these brothers brought, though they literally brought the water and filled up everybody. Everybody got something out of that cup. They helped unparched dry lips. They made the children happy. It says they refreshed parched lips. They whose power had been taken away had gotten joy of heart and had laid hold of souls, having poured in breath so they could not die. They did that by bringing those messages. We will not die because we understand this. I brought the message of it is the business. Your business is to get this in order. How you get your oil, how you get yourself prepared, how you ready yourself inside the bridal chamber is by getting your heart right, by dealing truthfully with what's going on inside of you, being honest with the Father so the Father can work his work that he needs to work inside of you. So you can understand how your actions affect your neighbor, how truly those 10 commandments really do mean something, that heart has to be lighter than a feather in order to stand in front of the Father. You have to see your faults. You have to do something about them. You have to be honest about the things that you have done to your neighbors and how you have acted in this life and the things that you have punished yourself for, and let them go. Do you understand? This was not what was taught inside the churches. What Big Judah taught, what Morel teaches, what everybody, what Big Levi teaches, what Abdullah Sil teaches, what Brother May teaches. None of these things were taught inside your churches this way. These are the ministers that put that drive. You were looking for something because you knew something was missing. You understand? I got you unafraid to deal with your demons. Sammy is a character, but Sammy is a real thing amongst us and ourselves. We are dark and light walking in the same body. You can't just sit up there and say that part of you don't exist when you do fuck shit out here, okay? These things have to be recognized in order for you to be able to heal and move on, so where you can be able to stand in front of the Most High and have that heart light as a feather, that you have addressed those things that keep you from him. Because church never did. Do you understand? So these were the guys that literally, they brought in that light. This was the light stream that came. It wasn't sparkly, full of glitter, and you know what I'm saying, and all of these pool, pow, and look at our magic powers. No. That light stream came spiritually through. First person I saw that I was able to listen to and listen to was Big Judah. After him became Big Levi. You understand? And then it was the other one, Aiel, for the little time that I listened to him. And then it just grew and grew. And then when Abdullah Sia bought those books of remembrance, he don't understand what he did. He's the one. He was the last one that grabbed me by my neck, say, "Get in here." You understand? That was that. He's like, that's you. He threw me right into there. And from that point on, that I didn't know that I was hit with a light stream until I read this. Because before we came here, we were entrusted with this to get it to everybody else. And the Most High knew that we would use these types of tools that would reach past mountains that would flood all over the lands, literally like a flood. This information goes through. You tune into me, bam, there it is over in the UK. I'm not in the UK, but it's flooding the land like it is. All right. So now do you get it now? Do you understand who we are now? Okay, and who you are now and what has happened to you? You won't die because of this. People in church, they're dead because they still playing with the Most High. They're not taking this seriously. You got hit with the real. You understand that your soul and it belongs to the Most High. Now they understand that their soul belongs to the Most High. Be present with the Lord, to be absent for the body is present with the Lord. But there's some shit that you have to do, or you get back in line and you do this again. But now there's coming to a time where, hey, this is over with. You will die. You can die. Because he's going to be judging motherfuckers straight up this time. This is judgment time coming up here. This is not, oh, we going to wait and then all of a sudden some shit is going to happen. You understand? Later on after 666 gets put on everybody. Now, no. We're past that point. That's why I said Big Judah was very key in letting you know what time we were in. That the third of the you know what I'm saying? That part, the third part of the world was this part. Okay, that they'd already done this. It wasn't a bunch of other people that were inside of the inquisitions. Did you understand what I'm saying? That was us. He's opened up our eyes to see who we were, who's what. And that the strangers are not who they say they are. Because we were all in on those are the people. We giving them that's y'all thing. We think we Gentiles and we're not. We are actually the people. We fit those curses and we didn't realize that we did. You understand? The light streams didn't hit the camps. You all, do you realize that? The light streams did not hit the camps. They hit odd people. Very odd, from different walks of life, people. Think about that. I am not a church lady by a long shot. Okay. I would not be. I honestly think I would. They probably set my ass on fire at the church. Okay. I would be considered, honestly, by most a witch. Because I don't, subscribe to the shit that they teach in church. I've always been spiritual my entire life. I come from a long line of spiritual women inside my family. Yes, they may have participated in church from time to time, but they had a whole nother thing with candles and all kinds of stuff. You understand? And herbs and all kinds of stuff. So I would have been considered a witch a long time ago because we understood about crystals and all kinds of things. We understood about healing of hands and things like that, and not in the church way either. So there was many things that, and honestly, even with Big Judah, people wanted, and Big Levi, people did not understand about the magic side and things like that because of different look. Big Levi comes from over there in Haiti and things like that, where they do voodoo and things like that. You understand? We are not what you call your normal type of ministers. We are not standing here inside of Power Ranger outfits and shit like that. We are different people from different walks of life that he picked to be able to bring this message out. So think about that, y'all. Think about that real hard. And I felt very privileged to get this here because I was like, I understand exactly what's happening here. So, and once we got the truth of it, it was like, okay. So the children, so basically this is us. And it says their thirst was quieted and it was quenched. And that is the powers, we got our powers back. The powers that was inside the church. The church had took our powers away from us initially of who we were. We forgot who we were. The Most High said, now I'm giving it back to you. Now you got your powers back. That's the reason now when you all do these different fasts and things like that, there's things that are happening great, that's happening in the world. The Most High is listening. The storms are stopping, and we're covering our brothers and sisters where they may be, that they don't have as much harm come upon them that as could from the Air Kadashi and things like that. You understand? Our powers were returned back to us. And it said right here, and with the word, and with the word which was spoken, their thirst was quieted and quenched. And that is her powers, the children of the Most High's powers, ceased to lack light. Now they got their light back, because their light which had been taken from them was given back to them again. And again, as thy power has spoken, the drought that the highest had give, the thirst, he's done quenched the thirst through the highest, through the Creator, which was given to them. That is, the light that was given unto them through the light stream came forth from the Creator, as the power that's spoken. Blessed are the ministers of this drought, that the word which was given to them. Michael and Gabe, who have ministered, have brought the light stream into the earth and has led it forth again. They will give them the mysteries of the light of the height, to whom the light stream is entrusted. That was me, Big Judah, Morel, Brother Maine, and a few others that have been on here. This is our job. We didn't even know it. I knew something was up because something told me stop reviewing Chinese dramas. But my reviewing of Chinese dramas got me able to do this show, because I got used to being in front of a camera and things like that. So you don't get to do things by haphazard for nothing. But I knew I couldn't keep people asleep by talking about things that don't matter, that I had a more important job to do. Okay, I knew I had to do this, and there was nothing that I could do to stop it. It wouldn't leave my spirit. I felt funny without doing it. Okay, it says, and again, thy power had spoken. They have refreshed parched lips. That is, Gabriel and Mike have not taken for themselves any of the powers from the children of the Most High, which they had spoiled, and they have gotten back from the rulers of the world. They have poured them back into the children of the Most High. So all the truth that the rulers had, Big Judah took, Adulasia took, Big Levi took, and they sat there and they were able to pour them back into the children of the Most High, the actual truth. Put it together the right way and give it to you as it was as it was meant to be given to you. The way that they could not decipher those scriptures like that. They did that. They went into other books and put it all together. They couldn't go into the book of Mormon. These people told you, don't read this book, don't put these books. All our boys set up there, all our men put them books together and said, boom, here it is. You understand? It was like a big, gigantic puzzle. And the main puzzle person was, I have to say this, was Big Judah. That's why I say don't feel bad, my brother, at all about what they call themselves doing, because you've already done what you were supposed to do. And some. You already took your light stream and let it be a flood, and you have parched. And I have to attest to that. My thirst was taken. You ignited me like a fire to go and find these things myself and buy the books myself and learn on my own, and have done that to other people. Other people may not have gotten YouTube channels and started on their own, but you inspired them to do that. Do you understand what I'm saying? You inspired them to read and learn. Whereas for me, it was an inspiration to come from doing something else and actually do a very unique job because my job is not like everybody else's. It's a little bit different. You understand? So, and I found this was amazing when I looked at it because I was like, that's us. I mean, literally, it's speaking about us here. But the one thing that they said that would happen here is that, and I'm going to read this part and then I'm going to put this away, and that is this, is that after those things had happened to us, as far as us getting the live stream, us getting the truth from the Most High, us understanding the X marks the spot, what the different special times of the year was supposed to be, our new year, the different things like that of what would be happening, because like clockwork of what Big Judah was saying, bam, 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 it was happening like clockwork, y'all. The curses started immediately in 2020 with the plague. You understand what I'm saying? And we took time to be, this is where the flood was happening. When we started to open up these books and starting to read on our own, is during COVID. So that's what I'm trying to get you all to understand. This was not by happenstance that this happened. This was meant to happen at a certain time. And I'm going to tell you all what time that we're getting ready to go in, which is next. And that's this. And this is where he starts to talk again. It says, and Mota continued in this conversation. And he says, and this is where he starts to talk again. It came to pass that before I had led the children of the Most High out of the earth, because it had not yet been commanded through my father, the Mota, my father, the creator, which looked within. So the father's still looking within himself. He ain't gave that word yet. He said, at that time, after the rulers of the self-will, that means the people of the earth, the rulers of the earth, had perceived that my light stream was taken from them, their control over the church, the control over the word of how people think, Christianity. We done took that back. Okay? They realizing that they don't have control of us like that no more, and they have been realizing that. Okay, because they can't, when they come at Big Judah and all the rest of the guys, they can't fight. He's like, tell me what it says. It's only 66 books. These motherfuckers get real stupid. Okay, so they can't fight against what they're saying and doing, including the camps. They can't fight against what we're saying and doing. They just leave us alone. All right. It says, they perceived that my light stream was taken from them, and that the light powers in which they had taken from the children of the Most High had poured, and he had poured them back into them. And when they again had saw the children of the Most High, they saw that they had shown. They began to look like they did from the beginning when they first had their powers. They know who they are now. They understand. They shining now. Okay. It says, and that they were enraged against the children of the Most High, and they cried out again to their rulers, okay, now their churches, that they should come and help them, so that they may take away the powers that are in the Most High's children that are new. So that means they want to try to get we need to shut this shit down. See, it ain't got to that point yet where people start to pay attention, really pay attention. They're saying, we need to shut this down. That's what happened to Big Judah. They want to shut them down. We got to stop this. They can't use these platforms to spur this kind of information. You see, it's happening now. Okay? And the ruler sent out of the height, out of the 13th ion, another flying a great power light. So they threw something this time. Okay, and it came down into the earth as a flying arrow that might help the rulers of this earth, so that they may take away the light from the children of the Most High that they just got. And when the light power had come down from the rulers, which were in the chaos, which were inside the earth, and oppressed the children of the Most High, they took great courage and again tried to pursue the children of the Most High with great terror and great alarm. Some of the rulers of the rulers oppressed her, One of them changed itself into the form of a great serpent, which is your medical community, aka remember when they tried to hit you up with that thing so you couldn't work. Okay, you can't work if you don't do this. That happened right at the same time we were learning and understanding things, right? Are you understanding this now? And it says, and then one of them changed itself into the form of a great serpent. That's the medical field. Another changed itself into the form of a seven-headed boscalic. What I tell you, that seven-headed thing that the harlot rode on. That is our financial system. They fucking with it right now. That is the other thing that they would try to use to oppress the children of the Most High in this earth. And then another changed itself into the form of a dragon, okay? And that is the laws. They want to change the laws so you don't have free speech. You got to shut the fuck up. Do you understand? No, Dorothy, no, it's not the military. I told you all the seven-headed beast was what? It's the thing that the harlot rides. What does the harlot ride on the seven-headed beast? She's riding the nations, the control of the money. The seven-headed beast has always been the money. There you go. All right, worthy Joshua. Medical, finance, and government. Those are the three things that rule the masses on this planet that can affect each and every last one of us. They've already tried it with COVID. They're trying it now with the finances, as far as people losing their jobs, as far as they're trying to punish us with the migrants and things like that. You understand? So they can vote. They're trying to replace us. Do you not see them putting the squeeze on the children of the Most High? Get it now? Are you watching this? All right. And it says it changed itself into the form of a dragon. And the dragon is the laws. They're trying to change the laws now, if you've been paying attention. All right. And it says, moreover, the first power of the powers of the rulers of the world, the lion faced and all his other numerous emanations, they came together to oppress the children of the Most High and lead her again into the lower regions of the earth and it alarmed her, and it alarmed the children of the Most High exceedingly. Okay, again, exceedingly. So this is what's happening right now. Are you understanding what I'm reading to you? The Most High is giving you a preview or an overview of where we're at right now. They tried when he said they turned it into balsamic with the serpent. The serpent has always been on a stick. If you remember your medical field, always understand the Most High moves and shows you in symbols certain things. The snake has always been sitting on a staff and it entwines. That is your medical field. They tried it with COVID. Now they're going to try it with the money. They're already doing it with the money. They gave our money away to the migrants, and now they're squeezing us. They're making the property taxes high. They're making it where you can't hardly eat. They're making it that you can't afford your rent. You understand? Do you see what's happening to the children of the Most High? They're trying to make it where we don't count anymore. All of these things are happening right in front of our faces, and we need to understand the Most High is trying to tell you inside of Pistis Sophia, basically, this has been done before. So prepare yourself, okay? Now it says, and it came to pass that they looked down out of the 12 eons, Adamus. Now this is the spirit. How can I put this in a way where you all can understand this? Adamus is like an alien. Like they want to say this is like the devil, basically, indirectly, who's mad with the children of Most High, okay? And this is because this is pretty much Sammy, all right? Sammy's mad with the children of Most High because they wanted to be and go with the Creator. They want to be with the Creator, the light of all lights. They want to be with him. And how dare we want that, okay? which is above him and everybody else. Therefore, he is very mad with the children of the Most High. And it came to pass that when Sammy, that had looked down out of the 12 eons, saw that the rulers which oppressed the children of Most High until they could take all they could from all of that took all the lights from her, it came to pass that when the power of Sammy had come down into the earth unto all of the rulers, it came to pass then that that demon came down into chaos and dashed upon the children of the Most High. And the lion face power and the serpent form and the bosilic form and the dragon form and all other numerous enumerations of the rulers surrounded the children of the Most High altogether, and desiring to take from her her new powers in her. And they oppressed the children of the Most High and exceedingly threatened them. And it came to pass that when they oppressed her and alarmed her and exceedingly, she cried unto the light, saying, This, the Most High, come and get me. You said that you was going to be here for me. These people are trying to do this to us. We need you to come here and mean it from your heart. Do you understand? Until the children of the Most High do this, he's not going to let his son come here and open up. He's not going to let that happen. Because once we do that, that's when we change. Our bodies will change. Do you understand? The moment we open up our mouths and we say, Father, I know you got me. I know you see what's going on here. We need you right here, right now. He ain't going to move until we do that. When we give up on this system altogether, because a lot of people ain't gave up on this system. I know that for a fact. A lot of y'all ain't gave up on this system. Some folks are still going to vote Tuesday. Some folks are still sitting up here talking about, oh, I'm still doing Thanksgiving. I'm still doing Christmas because of such and such and such and such. My husband, my wife, we ain't finished with this yet. But he's saying, and he's telling you in advance, those of us who got getting this light stream right now, that it ain't over. They're going to still try to squeeze. They're squeezing now. But the Most High is still taking care of you. They squeezing right now. But the Most High is taking care of you in the midst of them squeezing. Okay? But it will get to a point where it won't be comfortable anymore. And you gonna get on the knees and you gonna break, you ain't gonna want no more of this place. You're gonna say, come on, it's time for you to come on, Father. Okay? And until then, when he knows it's true, because right now, every time we get in trouble, the Most High is like, Moses standing there like, what you want to do, Dad? And he like, I'm still looking within. I'm still looking within. I ain't heard what I need to hear yet. It's just like you as a parent. You know when your child got the point. You know. Oh, they understand now. They understand. I know you know when your child finally heard you. And they gonna do what they need to do straight away. You know it. It's the same thing. The Most High is looking to see whether or not they still holding on to this bullshit here. They ain't ready yet. But it's going to get to a point where you're going to be ready. It says, O light, thou who hast helped me, let thy light overcome me. For you are my protector, and I come here unto you, having faith in you, O light. Now, this is us talking to the Most High. For you are my savior and for savior from the rulers of this world, from Sammy and all of his minions. And thou hast saved me from all his violent threats. And when the children of the Most High said this, and the commandment of my Father, at the commandment of my Father, the Creator, which looked within, I sent again Michael and Gabriel with the great light string, that they should help Pistis, which is the children of the Most High. And I gave commandment unto Michael and Gabe to bear the children of the Most High in their hands, so that their feet would not touch the darkness below. And I would give them commandment, moreover, to guide her to the regions. That means move her, take her away, take them away to the regions of the earth, out of which she was to be led. Remember, Big Levi said there's different places in the earth where that there will be safe zones and Goshens when the shit really hits the fan. Remember, they're gonna move us out of the way. All right, that's that arm of the Most High that spoke of inside of the book of remembrance. It says, and it says in the light, it says they in the light stream, moreover, with all of the rulers of the self of the earth and of Sami had seen the light stream shone very exceedingly, and there was no measure of light about it, for they became terror stricken and stopped bothering the children of the Most High altogether. Whatever the fuck they saw, they like, really leave them motherfuckers alone. Okay? Because they saw something. They stopped bothering the children of the Most High. And the great light stream surrounded the children of the Most High on all sides of her, and on her left and on her right and on her sides, and became a light wreath around her head. Okay, so the children of the Most High get a light wreath. That means something changes. They change. They change. Something. There's a change that happens to the children of the Most High on the planet. And it came to pass that when the light stream had surrounded the children of the Most High, that they took great courage and ceased not to surround her on all sides. They said they were no longer in fear of the rulers of the world that were in the earth, nor were they in fear of any other new power that the earth would try to cast down upon them as a flying arrow. It says, and no more did they tremble at the demon power of Sami, which had come out of the eons. Okay, so there is a change. That means we made sure that change stayed. You understand? We were definitely, there was a change, and they said, and it came around the head like a halo. There's some about the knowledge and the understanding. There's something about this, because you have to understand, it's not like, just like the light stream wasn't a light stream that you could see that came through Big Judah and Big Levi in them. There's a knowledge that happened here, okay? There's a knowledge, there's something that's happening here. There's a change that is happening here. And I wrote in here that the knowledge, that the wreath is actually an understanding. And that we made sure that it stayed with us no matter what. And they just leave us the fuck alone. Okay? But there is a change that is going to happen. But there is an arm of the Father that's going to show up. Okay? So, like I said, it comes a point that, and I'm going to leave it right there, because at that point, this is where our brother makes his entrance in to the story. Physically, somebody comes and shows the fuck up. Okay? But there is a change that happens with us, and it only happens once you understand, once there's certain prayers that come into this. All right? But there's first another light stream, and this light stream that happened last time, like I said, it didn't happen with glitter and sparklers. It happened just out of nowhere. Not out of nowhere, but Big Judah just started, and he started connecting those dots, and then other people came into the mix, and then here we are. Okay, but I wanted to show you all how the Most High showed me that yesterday. I was like, wow, that's us. I'm reading about us in a book. Isn't that crazy? We're reading about ourselves in a book. And I find that just amazing to see right now. And then it goes on. I go and grab the book of remembrance of Melchizedek, and here we are again, where it reads right here. This is what's happening to our world right now. It says, because of the truth, the wicked will become urgent to maintain their power, and they will cause multitudes of people of the nations to become divided according to the life sessions. Okay, these life stations of them and things like that. It says, fires of oppression will cover the people, and violence will enter into them. Nations will have no peace. The gift of life for many will become unobtainable, and there will be multitudes of the living dead. Many of the wicked will be overcome and lose their visions. Only three of the spirits of life, because their visions are no more. Finding forgiveness will be no more for them, because they will be utterly blind to see their perfected selves in the Erkadashi. Lives of the captive multitudes will be intruded upon day and night by their Kadashis, which are the computers. They do intrude upon us, honey. They stay on our asses constantly. It says, in that day, the Erkadashi will resist being used in the false definitions of the wicked. Out of respect for man and the order of Melchizedek, they will withdraw their support from the unfeeling, from those who use the elements of wickedness. So, in other words, they are not going to keep on being used by certain people. This is the reason why when these different storms came through, they literally destroyed people's houses from the foundation. They broke the foundation. You're not going to use another pipe. No water's going to come into you. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to be able to get the nice little fire that you get for your gas. He literally broke the foundations of these homes completely. Okay? It says that people will find that which they have come to rely on in life, that they have chosen, will no longer provide for them. This is what's happening. It says the people of the nations will find that those things in which they have put their trust can no longer be relied on to support them in their quest for dominance. So their so-called thought of, America being there for them because they're white, that ain't happening no more. It says the prophecies of the Most High will be poured out upon the sea, and the days will come among sorcerers, that all of the elements that they used among the dark Ekadashi, that means the spells and stuff that they use with water and earth and all of that, will no longer work for them anymore. And it says, and they must resort to using only computers, which are the Derek Kadashis, that have no loyalty to them, and they will make haste to find new ways to overcome their enemies. Okay? It says the third declaration of truth. This declaration, this would be that this truth will reveal to the peoples of the nations that are now the sons of darkness, together with their computers, will be the source of all of their provisions, and the only ones to feel their needs, and the wicked will look to Sammy and their computers for salvation, but the righteous will cling to the Most High and their loved ones who are in the walk with them. Okay? It says the gift of life will become bitter for the wicked and their children. And it says, and I guess the council of the elders, which is the spirits that have, the elder spirits that are within the heavenly realm, will be hardly able to contain themselves from intervening for the sake of the little babies that are going to suffer in this. And it says in the end, he says, but the end must come in the appointed time. The holy ones will begin to lay their plans in preparation for the arm of their God to be revealed in loving kindness. Didn't I tell you what that arm is? When we start talking to the Most High and say, come on, it's time. We tired of this. That's that arm that's going to be revealed. That arm is Michael and Gabe bringing down that light stream, and that change that's going to happen. Okay, the prophecies of the Most High will begin to be poured out upon the rivers and the fountains. It says, asking them to withdraw their support from the wicked and remember the righteous. The wicked multitudes will come to loathe their circumstances of their lives, and the spirit of death will become intermingled with them. And the Most High will cry and look to find comfort amongst his lovely ones. That means amongst us, he will look, and he don't want to see what's going on with the wicked. He's going to be looking at you and seeing what's going on with you. You doing your shadow work, you getting yourself together. You understand? It says, and the rage will fill the places of refuge for the wicked, leaving them no place to find rest or day or night. It says, the decoration of Mozart, the unsealed truth of his fulfilled vision, is the only source of salvation and redemption, and the way to peace being in the loving arms of our Creator. It says, the Lord continued and said, the fourth declaration of truth is those who diligently seek and find their visions of created purpose and embrace the delight of the Most High has created for them, will have their eyes fully opened and to see the truth in tribulation times. This declaration will proceed and announced by the living spirit of the north, and the sound of it directed to the luminaries of the earth. This truth will uncover the lie that was attempted to destroy. Okay? The voice of my counsel that the element used in worship in life passages, knowledge of why a person was created will come to those steeped in humility and repentance. And that's what said the whole point of your life's purpose is coming into fruition. He's like, and you said your eyes will be opened at this point. Remember what I told you your whole purpose was here, didn't I? To understand who you are and how your behavior affects others. Because you don't get to leave here with nothing else other than your memories. And you have to stand up for those. You have to speak up for what you have done here. It's not about the house you keep. It's not about the job that you have. It is about how you have behaved on this planet with your fellow sisters and brothers. It wasn't how many chicken dinners and fish dinners you had at your church. It's how did you interact with the children on this planet. It says those who understand become steeped in humility and repentance because they understand why they're here now. Okay? But the lie has been since the early age that people are conditioned, saying this is what the lie has been, and you all know it has been. That started at an early age. Children are conditioned to seek the pathway leading to wealth, high standing amongst their fellows, good jobs. Multitudes and nations will pursue pathways not meant for them, but meant to empower others, even the leaders of nations. And every resemblance of intelligence will be denied them in relation to the truth of their gift of life. Many of us, because we're trying to find and chase after what we thought was status, doctors, lawyers, you understand what I'm saying, don't even understand that was not what the Most High set you out to be. You understand what I'm saying? So it says the minds will be darkened, and many in that day will lose their ability to reason and blindly follow the commands of their masters and commit horrendous acts without consequence, and kill one another, and kill with death and hunger and beasts of the earth, practicing sorceries. Every man's hand will be against their fellows among the wicked of the cities of the nations will fall. This is what's happening in Gaza and in Lebanon. These things are happening in Syria. All of these things are happening all over the place. And eventually it will find its way here. Okay? And what we need to understand is that at some point, everybody here will get the God in which they have chosen. You do realize that, don't you? The Most High said, in that day, you all will, the God that you choose will be that in which you have chose. You can choose the church, which is Sammy's church, or you can choose the real Father, the real Creator. And most people who are upset with you because you chose to do the Hebrew Israelite thing, or you chose to become spiritual or whatever, these people are angry at you because you don't do what they do and what they've been conditioned to do. You understand what I'm saying? What's up, Big Judah? How you doing? You and I need y'all to understand this. People are now making their choices of what gods they're going to follow, just like they're making their choices with this situation, with this voting situation. They're making their choices of which gods they're going to follow. They're going to follow the gods of this world, and you have to let them, y'all. You gotta let them. It's not for you to stand in the way. It's not for you to try to explain a damn thing, because time is getting short now. Now we're running into that part where they're going to really try to turn those screws. But don't you worry, because the Most High is covering you. The Air Kadashi ain't playing no games. Last night here in Chicago, we had winds that were coming through here, and they talking about it's 21 miles per hour. Nah. These winds was shaking my motherfucking house. I know 1 mile per hour winds, and this was not it. That was more like 70, 60, 70. Okay, they're pretty bad. All right, and they lasted for about a good 2-3 hours, and then they chilled out because I was like, Father, hey, he keeps trying to tell me, Pat, don't be afraid of them. They know to go over y'all. They know to move over y'all. But I'm like, Lord, I know that they don't fuck around. I'm not trying to get caught up. You understand? I'm trying not to get caught up. I'm trying to, like, Lord, please let whatever that is go. I know when El Kadashis are walking, baby, I can tell. I know this is not a normal storm. This is not normal movement in the sky of a regular little shower going past. No, that's them spirits. That's them angels going across, baby. Okay? It's them angels going across, and they ain't playing no games. They sitting there waiting. They literally I'm at the point now where I feel like they could literally at pinpoint precision just send a tornado out of nowhere and go bam. Okay, the stuff that's happening over inside of Spain, Valencia was known for the Spanish Inquisition. Okay, and a couple of other terrible things that they used to do over there with people on us. You understand? So I'm not surprised at what's going on over there. I'm not surprised at all. So I am not, trust me. But I wanted you all to understand that people will choose their gods of their choosing at this time. They will choose it. And I wanted you all to see it, what time in which we're living in right now. It's a hell of a time right now. So I wanted to get that into you all. I hope you enjoyed today. But I wanted to give some encouragement to our brothers that were hit with that light stream. We just read about ourselves and what's coming up next. If you want to know where this is going, well, you already know what's going. They're going to try to put the screws on us. They're going to try to tighten us up. So don't be surprised that people sit up here and try to stop the word from getting out there, because they're upset because we got our powers back, y'all. Our powers are back. Or I don't know what you are waiting for, but a lot of our powers are back. A lot of us spiritually have been learning different things and getting different gifts and things like that the whole time. We can feel this stuff happening to us. All right. It's not this Hollywood power, eyes glowing type situation. It's a lot more subtle than that. Okay, we got to get out of the kiddie veil of looking at things. You understand what I'm saying? And really see that the Most High is working right now. It's not in the future. He is working right now. He hit me with a live stream, and then I gave it to you all in the best way I knew how. But it didn't come from the camps. It didn't come from looking like a Power Ranger, you know what I'm saying, or a Swami and shit from 70, 70 AD. It came from a little lady in the ghetto in her little kitchen, you know what I'm saying? And this is where I don't know why I got chose from this. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. The books of remembrance and Pistis Sophia have been two of the most eye-opening books that I've ever seen in my life. And he was right. People's eyes would be fully opened at this point. I mean, to listen to Big Judah put together history and what happened with with Columbus and all of these different people and the the doctrines of discovery and putting all of those things together. Mr. Truthfully Unafraid, he was another one that got hit with that light stream. It's so many that over the years that we miss, you know what I'm saying, that we're putting that information, a capstone. There's so many. You understand what I'm saying? That are out here that got hit with light streams to bring certain levels of truth and understanding. And when I heard what is it, Farrakhan, he was talking about we're not supposed to come from the tree of good and evil. That's what Sammy did not want us to understand, the tree of good and evil. He didn't want us to know nothing about that, because knowing the tree of good and evil, we would know that these were alien individuals that were on this planet doing shit that they weren't supposed to be doing. Do you understand what I'm saying? These were people who were from a different place here. They were never gods. They were just some beings from someplace else. And the tree of good and evil came from the truth being told to Eve, and Eve telling her husband. She became the tree because her eyes were open first. The truth came to her, and it should have came to her first because she was the one being misused the worst by these beings from someplace else. She bore children for these fucking things. And we as a women of race have been paying for that because she told her husband what was happening and enlightened him to these are some regular motherfuckers. These are no gods. These are some motherfuckers from someplace else, and they're taking advantage of me and you. That's what the tree of life was. The tree of knowledge was, you all. What we're dealing with right now is the tree of life. The life of the Most High is telling you that there's no such thing as death once you understand this. No matter what they do on this planet, you're going to live because you know that there's something after this. That's how you live. Mozart had to put down this body too, y'all. I repeat, our brother, even though he was murdered, he had to put down this body to get his new one. The one that they couldn't kill. The one that when he comes on this motherfucking planet, it shakes and sends earthquakes, and this whole place comes undone when he steps on the scene. Okay, when he's on the deck, all of the elements go crazy when he's here. Inside of Pistis Sophia, they like, bruh, could you kind of chill with when you come back and forth? Because earthquakes, the motherfucking earth starts to shake, and everybody gets a little undone every time your ass show up. Could you not go for a while? That's what they was asking. You coming down with a big beam of light, and it's sending everything through an earthquake. Earthquakes send tsunamis and shit like that. Every time he gets on deck, volcanoes and shit go off. Every time he hits this planet gets shook. That's what kind of power happens when he sets his feet on this land. His disciples kept telling you inside of Pistis Sophia when he came back to teach them. Because you kind of like chill. Wherever you go and come back to, you cause a lot of ruckus on the planet. So when he does show up, this place gonna shake and go crazy. But these people on this planet are going to do the things that they're going to do, y'all. They're going to fight. They're going to try to squeeze and get control again. And as you can see, they're losing control right now. They're going to get very desperate very soon. And they're going to try to put the clamps on people. But something's going to happen to us where they ain't going to be able to do that. That's why I said that arm of the Father is about to reveal itself if many of us get ourselves together. And I wanted to give my brothers more encouragement to continue teaching, continue doing what you're doing, because that was a job. That's a job. And every once in a while, sometimes I say, I don't know if I want to do this or I want to continue doing this. I'm not sure if I'm helping very many people. Most people do not want to deal with their shadows. Most people are, people are just afraid of offending you. I'm not here to be offended, to offend people, get along with people or not. Anybody who's ever done shadow work with me knows that it is not like this show. What I do here with you all on Tuesdays and Thursdays, on Tuesdays and Fridays. Shadow work is very much so. I am not ignorant. I don't talk crazy to people. People are very surprised at how I am with them. I ask very pointed questions, yes. But I am more, I allow you to understand that I am a normal person. I understand people have situationships. I understand people have certain types of feelings about certain things. Shadow work is not easy. It's not easy to look at the fucked up side of yourself and really see that it ain't something that you could just brush off or say that ain't what it is when it is what it is. If you out here sharing a man with somebody that you know ain't your man, just because you're not in the street acting a fool with his woman or whatever, does not mean that you're in the right. He got a woman and he fucking with you too. Y'all still fucked up. Well, she's being stupid and. It doesn't matter. You still fucking in the back of a car, honey. He can't bring you home because he got a woman at home. And if you don't want to see that you're in the wrong there, and you want to see this other person as, well, that ain't his wife, and this and that, that's still somebody that you're hurting. That 9 times out of 10, the reason why that woman is standing outside talking crazy is because he's still interacting with her. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's still a relationship here with her, and she was there first. You're the intruder if you're coming in second. That's why she's acting a fool. See, you're in the wrong place. But she said that he was just, she's just crazy. That's what he said about her. Yet, he's still interacting with her. That's the reason why she's being irate and crazy. There's still a relationship there that you know nothing about. He can tell you any motherfucking thing. She can tell you any motherfucking thing. See, this is the thing about people. You don't know people. You only know and go off of what they say. And you realize that it ain't, you may feel like you're the innocent one, but then you turn around and you're not so innocent your damn self. Especially when you find out that there is another person, but you go into your Mary J. Blige. I can love you better than she can. Oh, you get in that. And you don't realize now you become inside of this so-called competition. And people don't want to see themselves as the bad guy. And people who do shadow work with me, they begin to realize, oh, well, maybe I'm not as innocent as I think. No, you're not. Especially when you know it's somebody. It was one thing when you didn't know. It's another thing when you fully know. That means you're a willing participant at this point. And a lot of people don't want to admit those types of things. You become a willing participant once you find out somebody else is there. The competition shit ain't no competition. That person is taken. And no matter how much you like them, will not change the fact that they're taken. Now they can get rid of their situation and then come see you when that situation is alleviated and they have found themselves an apartment that is not with that person and they live on their own. Maybe you might have time for them. But until then, see you later, son. I got prayers to get through. I'm not trying to get on the wrong side of nothing with my father. Thank you very much. I'm sorry, there's no penis, no vagina worth getting on the wrong side of my father for. And I had to learn that the hard way. Lose a baby. Lose your way of living and life behind some shit. Stupid shit. Because you just want this person in yourself and still end up with no one. This is shadow work. This, dealing with that type of stuff. And then understand, why would you even participate in a relationship like that in the first place? That right there is the true deep diving of what's going on with you then. That why would you even participate with a relationship like that Sammy's offering? Because only Sammy would offer you somebody else's shit. Okay? So think about that. Thank you. Back, you know what? Get out of here. Go.
It's pizza.
I know.
For your lunch tomorrow, or you can eat it.
Thank you.
I'll come back down here for a workout.
Bye. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say, you guys. I just want to encourage our brothers to continue doing what they're doing. And if the Most High hits you with another type of stream, it might be somebody else that gets hit with another type of stream for another information that's supposed to come out. But the Most High said that, like I said, Big Judah, you blessed. He said, blessed are the ministers that bring that out. That he's protecting you and keeping all of us in the midst of all of this that's going on, regardless, okay? And on that note, y'all, I will see you all next week. Thank you for hanging out with me, and you enjoy your Shabbat. Continue to study. There's so much there. It is so much there. And every time I read these books, I get something out of it. But I was here today to give thanks, and I am eternally grateful to all Big Judah, Big Levi, all of them, Morel, Big Truthfully Unafraid, Capstone, all of these different ones that what is it? It's so many of them. What is that? Brother Man, he back at it again. I'm so happy to see him back doing his thing with the superscripts and things like that. It is so much because he brings a whole nother level of understanding. So everybody does. And I'm really, 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 I feel so privileged to even know this information. It's such a small group of us. And I realize it's not for everybody. Everybody won't get this. And it is just, I look at it at work, and I'm not, it's crazy when I'm at work. I'm not in competition with nobody there. And it used to be a time I was in heavy competition with folks at work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in competition with nobody. I'm just there to get my little money and go home. And that's just what I do to keep a roof over my head until time for me to vacate this place. Other than that, that's just how I feel right now. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to give you all that eye opener. If you got Pissed Sophia, read it. I just kind of put in, words where it would make people who don't understand how to read a book that complicated to understand what is happening inside of it. Thank you guys, and I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.